All right, fellas, stop the presses. Stop the presses. I have 4 new amazing clone fragrances in my collection. The fragrances that are cloning, you're not going to believe it. Well, you probably will. Got a Fire from Steppenheimer Lucas. Lamari Paris's Porthole. Pacific Chill from Louis Vuitton. And Afternoon Swim from Louis Vuitton. And I've tested all 4 of them, and they smell great. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy, man. On this channel, we talk about fragrances, but I like to throw in some style and grooming tips as well. So if you're into that, which I hope you guys are, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications by hitting that bell icon as well. So anytime a new video gets uploaded on YouTube, you guys get notified. All right, guys, you heard me talk about it in the intro. I mean, I just couldn't kind of hold it. I wanted to jump right into it. I got 4 new fragrances in my collection. These were sent to me by Joma Shop to try. I tried them. I like them. I'm going to tell you guys all about them. Like I said, 4 new clones, inspired by dudes, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about one again. I've got a Fire from Steppenheimer Lucas, which that one is amazing. The one that's a clone of Afternoon Swim, man, I think that may be my favorite. I'm going to get to these in a moment. Like I said, Lamari Paris's Porthole. Some people have compared it to a Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance, which I can kind of see that because they kind of smell similar. But I think I really got Lamari Paris Porthole vibes from it. And the last one, Pacific Chill from Louis Vuitton as well. All right, so I'm going to run the intro, and when we come back, we're going to get into it, man. So if you want to hear about these fragrances, especially if you want to save some money, you're into clones, you got to check this video out. So if you want to see and hear about these fragrances, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into it, guys. I'm going to leave a link for Joma Shop down below if you want to check them out. I think my code is Darian10, BowTie10, one of those. I can't remember. Probably Darian10. Try Darian10 or BowTie10. It's one of those if you want to check these out and save an additional 10%. But I'll make sure I link it down below. But, guys, this first one from the brand of Maison Nassar is called BowTie. All right? This is called BowTie. Now, if you look at the bottle, you will probably, and you look at the bottle for a fragrance that they listed as inspired by a fragrance of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Parfum, I think it is. It has that pineapple coconut thing. Those are some of the main notes in this. But I'm telling you, another fragrance that has a very similar scent profile is Lamari Paris's Porthole. What you guys, I'm pretty sure you know how popular that fragrance is. I think all 3 of those fragrances have a very, very similar scent profile. And guys, this stuff smells absolutely fantastic. So again, when I smell it, the first fragrance that came to my mind was Porthole. And I think those 2 fragrances smell, you know, very much similar as well. So whether it's Le Parfum or it's Lamari Paris's Porthole, this fragrance is for those people that love a very tropical, you know, pineapple coconut thing with a very sweet dry down. Both of those fragrances give you that tropical essence up top. And on the dry down like Lamari Paris uses caramel and tonka and stuff like that, vanilla. This uses tonka bean, vanilla. So again, very similar, all 3 fragrances, but this, of course, for a fraction of the cost of those. So check this one out, guys. This is really good. But I'm about to get to my favorites. This one is called BowTie from the brand of Maison Nassar. And I think all 4 of these fragrances are 2025 releases. So they're fresh off the press. All right, guys, this next fragrance, I've never heard of this brand before. The Gulf Orchid. But guys, go get this fragrance right now. If you love Got a Fire from Steppenheimer Lucas, this is an amazing take. This is the first fragrance I've gotten in my collection that's a clone of Got a Fire. But check this one out, guys. This is called Mango Ice. This stuff is absolutely phenomenal. I've already tried it on skin, and all I gotta say is get it. Get it, get it, get it. Man, the mango note in here is phenomenal. Like I said, I can't really speak to like far dry downs of any of this stuff. I did try them all just to see if they or how similar they were. And this is a great interpretation of the God of Fire DNA. Again, this one is called Mango Ice. The opening is going to blow you away. Opening is going to blow you away. It's a dead ringer to the God of Fire DNA from Stephen Humbert Lucas. And you guys know how much I love and talk about that fragrance. This one right here, guys, put it on your radar. I'm pretty sure all these fragrances you can get for under 50 bucks. Again, this one is by the brand of Gulf of Orchid. And again, this is called Mango Ice. I'll link it down below. Check it out, man. This stuff is good. Wow. And as good as that one is, I think this next fragrance was my favorite of the entire haul. This one also from the brand of Maison Assar. This is a clone of Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim. I'm not going to say it's better. I'm not going to do that. But this is really good. This one is called DXB from the brand of Maison Assar. Guys, just check it out, man. That's all I can say to you. That's all I can say to you. Wow, man. Oh my gosh, this is wow. Dead ringer for Afternoon Swim from Louis Vuitton. Like I said, I don't know what it's going to do for dry now. I tried all these out. I put them on skin. In that first 2 or 3 hours, they were pretty consistent with what they were. I haven't worn them out, is what I'm saying, out and about. But on skin, spraying them and getting that initial, this is their ringer for Afternoon Swim from Louis Vuitton. I love that scent profile, especially, of course, this time of year. It's the time of year for Afternoon Swim. It's been where I'm located geographically. We've been hitting the mid 90s to 100-degree temperatures. So you want something, a scent profile like this. And this works great in high heat. I'm talking about the Afternoon Swim DNA. So I'm excited to actually try this one and wear this one out. Like I said, the initial, spray and the first couple hours of this is dead ringer Afternoon Swim. This was my favorite of the haul, then Mango Ice. They were really, really close, but this is good, man. DXP from Maison Assar, man. Do yourself a favor, fellas, add this to your collection. We still got some time for hot weather. This stuff is good, man. Seriously. DXB from Maison Assar. Check it out. And last but not least, this one was called Vision from Maison Assar. This is their take on Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill. And yes, this smells like Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill. Now, you guys know how I feel about the Pacific Chill thing, because I always say it, and I'll keep saying it. I smelled something before Pacific Chill that smelled like Pacific Chill, which was Luxuriance from Cartier. That's also a fragrance now that's kind of discounted. You can find it for about 80 bucks, which is a steal. But this is a even less expensive interpretation of the Pacific Chill DNA. I would say this is about in that 90 percentile. I would say that first one that I talked about is probably about that 85 percentile to Porthole as well as La Boule Parfum. And the other two were about 90-95% similar to the originals, the Mango Ice to God of Fire and the DXB to Afternoon Swim. But all of them definitely worthy, in my opinion, of checking them out. Again, these inspired by fragrances are not that expensive, in my opinion. I know that's kind of a relative thing, but I don't think they're that expensive. Again, most of you can get under 50 bucks. And if you use my code, you get an additional 10% off at Joma Shop. So I just want to talk to you guys about them. I get them in. If there's something I don't like, I just don't, sometimes I'll be like, that's not really my thing. But I was really, really impressed by all four of these. If you want to get into that whole clone inspired by space, the 4 fragrances that I talked about today are great representations of the original scent profiles. Again, my favorite 2 were the Mango Ice and the DXB, but all 4 were really, really great representations of the fragrance that they were inspired by. So again, guys, I'll make sure I link those down below. If you guys want to check them out, make sure you click on that link and use my code and save that additional 10%. But that's all I have for you guys today. Just wanted to come on and talk about these fragrances because I was really, really impressed when I got them in a few days ago. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. You certainly don't have to watch, but you tune in, and I appreciate every single one of you. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.